All right.
Yeah, we're all sure. Let's shit. Sorry.
Anyway, as Josh talks into the intro, we are all back for your viewing enjoyment. And of course, we have your butter on top, the Rip, bringing back together Matthew, Damon, and Ben Affleck, and the cerebral hit for our drunk classic, three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Let's go. All right, drums. That's enough of you. It's time to get to your drummers, sisters, guitarists' favorite movie podcast. That is right. It is Popcorn and Beers, and where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs, we use the stuff that gets you drunk. Sorry I missed last week. I apologize, but I do have reviews on tap. But we all got to the Rip, and I think most of America did. But before we get into our reviews, did you guys catch that interview with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, where Matt Damon says, like, Netflix dumbs down scripts because audiences are stupid?
Really? I saw the headline. Yeah, I saw the headline of it, but I didn't actually watch it because I was like, yeah, of course they do. Okay, what's the news?
Yeah, I guess that's not really a big surprise. Like, they do that on TV all the time. They've always done that shit.
No, watch the interview. It's basically like there's a reason why the plot is repeated over and over again and redescribed to the audience. And he's like, it has something to do with Netflix's algorithm showing that all of us viewing are consistently on our cell phones, and that we'll shut it off if we don't understand it or if it's too complex. So,
oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
It was,
we are stupid.
These damn kids. No. Anyway, there were no damn kids in the Rip. Jordan, what did you think of the reunion, the reunited, and it felt so good hit, the Rip?
Yeah, these two, man, the chemistry between these two guys. I'll watch a Matt Damon movie. Matt Damon. I'll watch a Matt Damon movie every single time. Every time. I'll watch a Ben Affleck movie most of the time.
I will always consider it. Always consider the Ben Affleck movie.
Yeah.
If he writes and directs it, you got to watch it, right? Like Argo, The Town. Like if he writes and directs it, you have to watch it. He's really good at that.
No, I think nowadays I will always take a look at what Ben Affleck
these recent days, yes.
Yeah. He was spotty for a while.
Recent days. Good Will Hunting. Anyway.
I'll admit, I didn't, this movie kept you guessing the whole time, right? It's a twisty turny all the way to the very end. Like even when you get a little bit of resolve, you're still like, what's going to happen? Is there something else here? But I'll admit,
how do I feel about it? Right? Not only are you like, what's going to happen here? You're asking yourself, if you're a real movie fan, if you're a story fan, how do I actually feel about this?
Right. I didn't get this one. Like I mean like I didn't, not the plot or anything like that. Like I didn't get I didn't guess the ending. Right? Okay. I didn't guess the ending. Like this whole thing ongoing the past couple of weeks about the Fry, like saying he doesn't believe when people think that they could guess the ending of the movie. I didn't guess this one. Okay, I'll admit.
I think you guys read it. No, I think you guys read it. I think you guys YouTube it. I think you guys like go down these little strands and you're like, oh, like you guys love to spoil things for yourself and be like,
oh, no.
That is a pet peeve of mine. I hate when people go in and they read ahead and oh no, I can't do that.
First of all, hold on. I'm not about to spoil it for myself and then watch it and then lie to you that I knew it all along.
That
you think
is
that of me? That is what you think of me? Golly.
If we're ever allowed to be in the same room with each other and a whodunit that we've never seen comes out, we're all writing a fucking name down on a piece of paper. That's how we're solving this.
Of course. I mean, I've said it before. I usually don't get it ever. I hardly ever.
I would say like I'm 75%. I'm pretty confident about stuff. Yeah. This one I had no idea though. This one really
just like the 49ers were going to the Super Bowl.
No. Different show, buddy.
Different show, buddy.
There are solid acting jobs, I thought, all around for like a pretty pulpy action movie. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, of course. They do their thing. Steven Yeun does great.
Yeah.
Tiana
And
Taylor.
Tiana Taylor.
the too cool for school squad girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Tiana
don't even
Taylor and
care.
Lina Esco, right? No. She's the one that gets killed. Catalina Sendio Moreno, the one with the 2 daughters, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor did a good job in this one. You know, it wasn't too much, kind of like one battle after another. It was a bit too much. Too
Over the
much
top.
tough girl. Too much over the top. Yeah.
Silly. Too much silly. Like, anyway, I watched Hamnet.
Yeah.
I have thoughts. Go ahead.
Good tension all throughout. Some comedic kind of, moments, some intended, some unintended, right? And the whole time the movie is just having you question, what would I do? What would I do in this situation? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't be a good cop. I'm sorry. Like I'd be a good cop, but I wouldn't be a
Well,
good cop.
Yeah.
I'd be a good cop, but I wouldn't be a great cop.
Yeah.
That's tough,
Oh,
man. Just
gosh.
because, just like she said, she held up one little band.
Yeah.
She's like, just this. Just this.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Just take that then. Just
Yeah.
I mean, just as me being not a good cop, just take that. That's
Just
the
put it right in the
cartel
butt.
or
Just
the
right
guy
in the
on
butt. No one's
Well,
gonna
that's the
check.
yeah, exactly. Thinking it out loud myself, like, why not just take that in the scheme, in like the plot of the movie, which I don't want to spoil anything because this is still pretty fresh and it's very keeps you guessing all the way. It makes sense why she couldn't take just that. Knowing who it was at the end and what the whole kind of plot, the scheme was,
It was a
right?
whole thing.
The whole thing. I did like at the end, towards the end of the movie, there is a character who is shot, right? In a pretty like precarious part on her body, right? That could be very life threatening. And there's just very, very little attention being paid to her.
Yeah.
Like she's just still sitting there, very much just like, oh, we gotta count this money, and then like, oh, but she's like
Well,
literally
They did cauterize it with that powder.
No, but you're not supposed to apply quick clot immediately. You're supposed to see if you can
Yeah.
plug the wound first.
But I think that was their way of saying in the movie, like, okay, we did that. Now we don't have to think about this ever again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just leave that character like outside of the murder house. Like they're like, all right, ladies, we're gonna bounce. See you guys. Just sit here and chill outside the murder house. We don't know what's going on
With
quite
the
yet.
suspect.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah. So look, okay, the cartel knows. Look, the whole way that they think it's gonna play out, right? Certain character gets a happy ending, right? Gets to kind of ride off into the sunset. Like, yay, good for her. But look,
Yeah, Superwoman. You know she was Superwoman, right?
okay, that tracks.
The same
Yeah.
actress as Superwoman in the Flash movie.
Yes, yeah.
Ah,
The cartel knows it's her. Okay. She's not a cop, right? Cartel, the whole thing is cartel's like, oh, we don't want to mess with cops because that's bad for business. We don't do that, right? They know it's her. She's not a cop. She's not going to last very long out there. They will go after her later. Like, what kind? They're just like, here's this what you get, and goodbye, have fun, good luck. Like, nah.
I don't know, man. That made
not
me
gonna
want to
be a
turn
happy
in
ending.
the way this story rolls. It made me want to like look for people. I bet there's money in that house. Go check that house for money. With the ending of this movie, it made me want to like just with binoculars. There might be money in that one.
let's go check that house for money.
There were certain plot points that I was like, I know what's going on here. Like the neighborhood kind of thing. I was like, oh yeah. That's I got that. But anyways, this was great. It's fun. I recommend it to a bunch, whoever you're into some good action or you're just into like a good plot twisty turny movie action. It was great.
It's cool.
I give it a popcorn and 2.
Okay, it was a
Popcorn
popcorn
too.
one for me. I didn't think it was the town. It wasn't quite
No.
the town.
Oh, it
Sounds-
wasn't the town.
I do have to say that Kyle Chandler, our DEA agent, just looks like everyone's dad to me. That he does not look like his character. He doesn't look like a big tough DEA agent. He looks like
Yeah.
a soccer dad.
Mhm.
So Kyle Chandler in that role will throw you. Stephen Wynn is phenomenal, and he's making really good choices. Obviously, Mickey 17, he was great in that, although that movie did not get great reviews. Stephen Wynn is making very solid choices, and then you've got Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and their chemistry. The reason
Yep.
was, for the popcorn one, there's too many cornball moments where I was like, it's kind of cornball. It's kind of cornball. But they don't kill the dog. So if you're worried about this dog,
Yeah.
Good
And
point.
they even said, put a vest on that dog. So,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah,
all
please
right.
do.
I appreciate you.
Why don't you put a little helmet on him too?
Give him a
Yeah.
helmet.
were any of you worried when they released the dog up the stairs? Because I was like, oh my God, if there's a gunman at the top of these stairs and this dog gets it, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, it starts off great, right? The opening sequence, the gunfight, where the gunfight ends, how it goes down, phenomenal. Just great filmmaking, great camera work, and great story building. I love one of my favorite lines is "You're a bully," like that, and it will be called back later on in the film. I love that line. I love the way that Matt Damon plays his character. That was fantastic. It was he sold that character so well, and I can appreciate that. At the end of the day, there was too many silly moments that outweighed the great moments for me. So that's why I give it a popcorn 1. However, this is one of the more rewatchable films we've had on the show in quite some time. This is
very watchable.
definitely
Yeah.
can keep watching. Watch it again, even though you know the ending. You can watch it again. The action
This could be a
sequences are
classic
good.
for sure.
Yeah, it is. I agree. It's a lot of fun. The story is good. It has its moments where you're kind of like, okay, enough, but it also has your good moments. I love the Kingpin. The Kingpin was fantastic. I like how they kind of the way they displayed the Kingpin and who the cartel Kingpin was. I was like, that is awesome. That is the King. That's how he's portrayed. I love that they take it like, oh, to them it's a write off. It's like, oh, cool.
good.
So crime does pay. But again, I'm gonna give it a popcorn 1. Watch it. I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm just saying I don't know that I'd put it in that upper echelon. Like I said, it's not the town. It's just not the town for me. Josh, what did you think?
Yeah, it's tough. I want to say popcorn 2, but it's not the town, and the town's a popcorn 2. But I'm gonna stick with the popcorn 2. This is good. I actually I immediately wanted to rewatch it, not like back to back, but like I was like, I'm gonna watch this again like soon. It's cool. It is a little corny, but you know what? What else is very corny is The Predator, and other movies. The Bad Boys franchise is cornier by the minute. It happens, especially with a bunch of tough guys, and this is tough guys being tough guys, and the girls are tough guys too. It's cool, and it's one of those. Hey, everybody's cool. We're all wear leather.
Guys being dudes.
You guys do your leather? Have you guys been practicing your leather jackets?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's more than that though, because it has like a revenge situation, but it's like a slow burn situation. It's a whodunit, but it's a different kind of whodunit that's been done recently. I like action scenes and action things that are contained in a small area, like Hateful Eight, like we're all stuck in this room kind of thing. Even that dumb
Bad
movie
Boys too.
that dumb movie Devil.
We're in the drug mansion.
Yeah, Drug Mansion. Or that stupid movie Devil. Remember that one? With the alien, or I'm sorry, the escalator. No, the elevator.
Escalator.
Stuck on this. We can't get off this escalator.
The alien escalator elevator.
Anyway, I like that kind of stuff. I like the stuff. I like the Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I saw them in an interview, and they were just saying, "Hey, we like to work together, so why don't we?" And I'm all for that. Make some more movies, guys. Just keep it up. Keep it up. This was great. I like how they both had their scene at the end, a little parallel with the caught their prey kind of thing. Sort of. It's not really a spoiler. I did not have anything guessed out except that I knew. I'll mute that. But because he did the Tyrion Lannister thing where he's like, I told you this number and I told you that number, and like that's what the good guy does, because I outthink him anyway. So I just knew that he wasn't guilty. That's all I knew. Anyway,
I love it. So let's get to the drunk classic, guys. You can watch this on Netflix. It's The Rip, starring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and so many more great actors and actresses. Well, I think we just call them all actors now. Anyway, had you guys seen this week's drunk classic before?
No.
Yes, I in fact had.
A yes and a no. So we'll start with the no, but I will tell you guys this before I get to Josh. When I threw this movie on, I remembered right away, I was like, this is a popcorn and 3 for me. Like, I remembered, like, the second the movie hit, I was like, I remember exactly why it was this. I remember sitting down and just rewinding scenes so I could rewatch them. So, Josh, what did you think?
I knew this movie was going to be good just based on the trailer that I'd seen. I knew it was Sam Rockwell. Frances McDormand is in everything. Everything that's good, she's got a piece of it. Like, she's dope.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned those two, Josh, because those two were the two that won Oscars for this movie, is Sam and Frances.
Well, the two of them are, like, kind of the leads, right? So that makes sense. But, man, this was great. It was a great movie. Based on true story all the way, or was that ending kind of flubbed? I don't know. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's really good. And I liked how real it was. I liked the acting, the close, intimate acting of everyone. A lot of face-on-face shots.
a lot of face-on-face shots. That is fair.
Yeah, the lead gets to be just badass in her own weird way, and dealing with trauma, dealing with grief, dealing with anger with the system. There's so much there. Small town bullshit. It's so good. This is so good. So very authentic. It really felt authentic, even if it was a little bit extreme in some circumstances, but that's the way some things are. This is a popcorn and 3. I loved this movie. It was really good. Sam Rockwell, just any role that's like, hey, this guy might be like a career-ending asshole. Sam Rockwell's like, I'll do it. Like he can play a bad guy, man.
I'll do it, and I'll do it the best you've ever seen it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, he ought to be the Joker, dog.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Could you imagine the Joker with like a Southern twang?
That'd be weird.
So what? Popcorn and 3.
Yeah.
What did you think of you know what? No, let's not take away from Jordan. Let's get to Jordan, because I have my thoughts as well. Jordan, and I'm sure Josh will chime in on some of this stuff, or just watch Josh's head movements as he slightly agrees with everything Jordan's about to say.
McDormand and Rockwell, they earned their awards for sure on this one.
I agree.
McDormand, this was her first leading actress Oscar, and Rockwell just his first one, period, for supporting actor. They're great, and you throw Woody Harrelson into that mix, right?
Yeah.
And he was fantastic in this role. Like, great, right? This is a
tearjerker character.
This is a popcorn and 3 movie. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. There's nothing wrong with this movie. It is I dare say it is a perfect movie. It is a perfect movie.
I'd consider it for sure.
It's
in my top 10 movies of all time. Like, if I was forced to sit down and do it, it would make my top 10.
It's one that I'd often forget, and then somebody like, what? Like, if I thought about it, I'd be like, oh, that movie's up there. Yeah, for sure, every time. Cold, calculated, petty revenge movie, right? But it's constructive, right? People are doing stuff to people. Like, the shit talking and everything that's going on, it's like, just be a better person. Everybody. Stop, get your head out of your ass and be a better person.
Being such a dick.
Yeah.
Or what the word they use in that movie so much, cunt.
Yeah. And it's just like a movie, like it's dialogue. It's the whole movie is well, not the whole movie. There are like some intense, physical moments, but
yeah.
The roof,
yeah,
Red, yeah. But the
dude.
raw emotion that Sam Rockwell shows in that scene when his
Yeah, when
idol, his hero, his mentor, kills himself, and what is going on in his mind for the reasoning behind his death, and it just consumes him, and it's
right.
intense.
he
It's
just
intense,
just
dude.
rabbit
Was
punches
it
the receptionist all the way out.
maybe?
Just shut up.
Yeah. But was that? I wasn't paying attention. Was that a one shot? I don't know. For when he's walking across and then up the stairs, I don't remember. But he
That
really,
could
Possibly.
man,
It
that was
could
good.
be. But the shut up, you're right, Jordan. That scene, man. Shut up.
It's a dialogue, but it's just all the dialogue moments so juicy, right? So much there, and it's just full of moments, right? This is a movie that's full of moments. It's full of
Yeah,
YouTube clippable moments, kind of stuff.
yeah,
Like, you get Peter Dinklage right at the dinner. That
Yeah.
whole scene, like he really gets his moment there, and he gets many
Yeah.
moments throughout this. Like he's a very unsung character throughout this. That's fantastic, right?
yeah. And it was like technically, sort of. It wouldn't take much for him to not be in the movie whatsoever. It wouldn't take much.
Right.
He had his part. His character had a part, but the fact that he was there just added so much. He was so good in that small role.
Yeah.
He likes holding ladders.
Yeah.
He was the only good person in the whole movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
He gets the most shit. Actually, I would tell you this. I would say Red is a good person. The guy that does the billboards.
Yeah. But he got scared.
Look at
so
the
maybe
hospital
that's something
scene,
to
man.
examine.
Look at the hospital
absolutely.
scene.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And good guy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, her and the priest moment, right? When the
Yeah.
Crips
Bloods?
the Crips and the Bloods.
That was poetic.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, I was like, "Where is she going with this?" But I was like, "Oh, okay." Right, and then of course, haunting scenes. Chief Willoughby, the interrogation when he's interrogating her and gets the that was like. Every time that scene is like, oh my god, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
And the way his character, the fate of his character in the end is just like, yeah, I would. That's something that I wouldn't. I get it. It makes sense, right? And just the way that everything plays out from that moment and the change of heart and change in all the characters that you see from there.
Yeah. Shakespearean.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Shakespearean.
But like that being said, all of that, right? Very dramatic, heartfelt, tense, horrifying, all of that. Like this is a hilarious movie. And
Yeah.
a lot of that, Frances McDormand and Rockwell, right? That just goes to show like how layered their characters and their performances were and all that, right? Because they're just hilarious and great. And so this is a Popcorn 3 movie. Yeah, this is a classic. I love it. When this came out, I watched it like 2 days later. I invited a couple people. I was like, "You need to watch this movie." And I watched it again. Hadn't watched it since. And then again, it's like a movie where it's like, I want to tell everybody who hasn't seen this movie to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be hard pressed, in my opinion, my personal opinion, to find somebody that doesn't like this movie. I think, like it's so good. The dialogue is fantastic. You said it was dialogue driven. I don't quite see it as dialogue driven, but I do see the dialogue, and obviously the actors that are relaying the dialogue. Just it's boom on. It's so crisp. It's on point. The jokes, the banter. All of it is so beautiful. Even Woody Harrelson's letters, even the dialogue in the letters that are being narrated from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And the timing of when the letters are being narrated is beautiful. To the napalm scene when Rockwell is reading his letters, and then the scenes that follow with Rockwell. I mentioned the hospital scene with Red, the billboard guy, and he's crying, "Stop crying," like, and he still brings him the orange juice because he's just a good person.
Yeah.
Like, no matter
Yeah.
what you do to people, sometimes they're just good people, and there's nothing you can do to waver that. And he threw this guy out of a window, and the guy still brings him an orange juice. Yeah, So the deer monologue with Frances McDormand. You're not God. I know that, and you're not her reincarnated. That scene is lovely and beautiful. The end with Officer Dixon and Frances McDormand's character in the car, even that slight dialogue, that nod to the audience, like,
Right.
hey, sometimes you just need to go for a drive. Sometimes you're not as angry as you think you are. Sometimes you don't actually want to be murderous. So even the dialogue with Anne, Woody Harrelson's wife, in Frances McDormand's store, where I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, I'm not quite sure what a good day is or how to have a good day the day after my husband kills himself, or unalives himself. For the audience, sorry, YouTube. The day but it's direct dialogue, so sue me. It's a quote from the movie. Anyway.
It's a movie.
So anyway, yeah, that scene, the power in that scene, I will not lie to you guys, though, her accent throws me. The wife's accent does throw me quite a bit when she's speaking, but that scene it still carries gravity. The soldier on leave, what a douche. Like, even the way he played it, it was gross, it was nasty. And then the ensuing scene with Rockwell and his mother, and you're my baby boy, let me help you, I want to be there for you. After everything that all the dialogue they've had leading up to that point, that's their relationship. It's such a good movie with so many great performances, so many great moments. It's a popcorn and 3, and that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
My mama doesn't do that.
Oh man, he's so good in that.
Mama don't say the N-word, so I don't say the N-words. I was only saying the N-word to say what he said.
Oh, speaking of that, that guy, and when you first see him, what is he doing with that song? Because I remember the song. I forgot what the words were, but it's a song I've heard before, and it keeps going, "Mow, mow." You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He's driving.
No,
he's driving by. It's not like right when he first sees the billboards. He's singing a song, and like every other line, he goes, "Mow." And I don't know what he's doing. It's not really on beat. It's kind of, I don't know. I want to know what he's doing. It was
love
great.
that there's an inside joke in a movie, and Josh is like, I want to be a part of this inside joke.
Yeah, I love inside jokes. I'd love to be a part of one someday.
Oh, an amazing quote. If you guys don't mind, let me just rattle off some stuff from last week. Jordan, phenomenal review of 28 Years Later, Bone Temple. The scene with Ray Fiennes is fantastic.
Ray Fiennes. Okay, cool. We got it.
Why?
We had trouble with that. We had trouble with that last week.
Okay, so it is phenomenal with the Jimmies. And what's funny is I was showing somebody 28 years later, and I'm so glad I did that, because at the very beginning there is a scene where what's his name? Help me out. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson is in a house with Spike, and they come upon a body that has Jimmy carved into the chest. Woo! I was so happy. Yeah.
That's
I'm so happy I rewatched that and caught that scene, because I was like, oh my gosh, it's going on simultaneously. Like, they just missed this murderous gang of people that would have killed them.
That's
so
cool.
If you watch last week, 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, the Jimmies are just a murderous gang of Satanists. And even I'm so happy I rewatched it, because you get to see what Jimmy sees in the pastor, in his father, and what he interpreted his father as saying. He interpreted his father as being a Satanist, but that was not at all what was going on. The father was simply stating that the world will be cleansed, but he thought his father was stating that he is a son of the devil, and that's how he interpreted it, the
Mhm.
whole dialogue there. So that was really good. Spike, I mean, I just can't stand him being a relentless female appendage. Like it's too much. He's got to be tough at some point. Like it's enough, dude. Like you're in a zombie apocalypse. You've had to fight for your life. Go ahead, Jordan.
I thought that that was his character arc at the end of the first one. I was like, oh, he toughened up. He's on his own now. He's pretty resilient, reliant. Um, and yeah, no, this movie, it's like total regression.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's a lot to take. It's almost too much to take. The ending scene caught me off guard, and I need to figure out how the timelines line up because I don't quite get it. I don't quite understand how these timelines line up. Okay, Jordan, we could talk offline. Maybe you could fill me in. But I was so confused. I was
Yeah,
like,
I don't
how
know.
is that possible? Like
I just,
how are these?
how is so much of it possible is the thing. Like the ending, it gets so off the track, so off the rails.
Yeah.
Um, it's all just absurd. So it's just like, I'm just like, okay, fine. I'm not going to
Okay.
overthink it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, also, it's really sad that we have a potential cure in a hidden bunker. Like, it doesn't state directly that it is a cure, but we find a potential cure to this illness that would allow us to not unalive these zombies and in fact bring them back to humanity, and it's in a hidden bunker
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
So uh a bit of teasing the audience there.
But
Yeah,
now that's
Spike's
the thing.
irritating.
You take the zombie movie formula now, right? And you have this guy who's going to be like, he is now the walking cure, right?
Hmm.
And it's like, so take his
Samson.
blood, experiment on him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
but he doesn't even know he's the cure. He has no idea. The train scene was so powerful. I will say that. The train scene was the scene where his brain is coming back to life is great. Like
Mm.
it was great. It was phenomenal all the way down till the crushing people scene.
Yeah,
You know, like it was great. Everything about that scene, I was like, I was bought into that scene. That scene, I was gripped. I was like, what? This is so cool. Like, I love what Nia DaCosta decided to do here with her direction. I love Samson's acting, the actor that's playing Samson, like in this scene. I love when he comes to everything that's around him, the reality of his situation. I love the mirage effect. Like that scene was so good. So you mentioned Ray Fiennes' scene, which was beautiful, but I thought that scene on the train was equally beautiful from childhood to adulthood to real time. I just thought it was good. I thought
yeah,
it was so good, and I love the way Nia DaCosta decided to edit that scene. The Jimmies
cool.
were a lot to handle. They were at times too much. Um, I enjoyed their downfall. I will say that. I thought that their downfall was fantastic as well. Um, the teeth were a lot on the Jimmies. The Jimmies had crazy teeth. Also, old
Yeah,
boy with a beard in a house and you got a pot of boiling water and you're 6'5". How about you grow a pair of nuts and fight? Like, I don't know
mhm,
what that was. You're fighting little kids. Like, that was
yeah,
crazy to me. Like, that whole scene, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. He's like 6'5". That guy is Thor. And he's like, goes down like a sack of potatoes. It was wild to me. Like, what happens? And then I never want to see somebody tell them to make a shirt again. That was a
yeah.
lot.
Oh,
Make a shirt. Whew.
that's rough.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
for me, though, Bone Temple might have been, you know what, it was better than 28 years later, even dealing with all of Spike's BS. So
Mm.
I'm
Mm,
going to give it a popcorn and two. I'm going to give it a popcorn and two simply because I thought Nia DaCosta took the vision of Boyle and I thought she ran with it very well. I thought Cillian Murphy backed a good project as the producer. And I'm looking forward to see what Nia DaCosta, Cillian Murphy, and Boyle can do moving forward in the future with this franchise. I'm very excited to see what happens in 28,000 days later. I think that's the only thing that's left. Jordan, and again, I'm just gonna keep going really quick, and then we're gonna get to what we were all watching because I watched Snow Day as well because of you. And I had one. I will tell you this about Snow Day. I didn't want to watch Snow Day as a young person. All right. The only reason I watched Snow Day was because my little sister loved Nickelodeon. She was a Nickelodeon kid, and Snow Day was a Nickelodeon film. So the only reason I ever watched this film in the first place was the Nickelodeon film. But one thing I did not recall as a youth, as a young man, was Emanuela Chikuri. You know how old she
Chicory.
was when she filmed Claire?
Huh.
25 years old.
Jeez.
Was 25 years old playing like a high school junior or sophomore. Okay. And let me just say, they could not. The directors of this, I need to go back and see if it was the dude that did all that pervert, that guy,
Right.
because they had her in the freezer aisle of Albertsons the whole film.
The whole movie.
Like if you catch my drift, if you know, you know. All right. They put this poor woman literally hovering over frozen turkey. The whole movie.
We talked about that, and it was unfortunate. The white tank top for real, dude.
Yeah. There's still a lot of it. There was a lot going on, and I was like, I need to see if it was that little audience, that little pervert that did all that guy that should be taken care of in a very vicious way that really screwed up some of our young actors and actresses, because I was like, this is inappropriate if I was watching this as a kid. Like, like you said, the white tank top, walking around in the room for no reason. No reason at all. But she was a 25-year-old Canadian actress at the time. Chevy Chase, I hear he's a real jerk. I don't know. In this, he gets to play the savior. Chris Elliott does a great job as the plowman, right? The plowman.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, what do we have? The fat kid farts jokes, right? Every time something happens, the fat kid has to fart. Like, that was a little ridiculous. You knew about that love story. That love story had to happen. And we've got the poppy music that just goes off for no reason. Yeah. Also, I was waiting for Hoku's "It's the Perfect Day. Nothing's getting in my way." Because that was like her hit song. And it was from Snow Day, and it never played. And I was like, why was this the hit song from Snow Day?
No.
Anyway, we have this moment where old boy has the DJ booth, and he can impress Claire, and he plays the worst song ever. And they're all like, yeah, this is the best song ever. I was like, not even as a 10-year-old would I have thought that was a good song to play at a girl that I wanted to impress. Okay?
Yeah, the whole thing was strange. The whole courting scenario was like gross.
Well, he did a great job of courting her. I will say that, getting on his dad's news channel, knowing everything she likes, even though it's stalker status.
Yeah.
Pretty severe stalker status.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't, I don't know. Maybe a young girl and a young guy that are not 25 and however old the kid was would think that's cute. Like, oh, this person actually pays attention to me. Meanwhile, this other guy doesn't care whether I live or die. He just wants me for my body.
For my body.
So for me, Snow Day was a popcorn. It was not a popcorn. And also, can we stop pretending like I can't find a black cell phone in the middle of white snow? That was stupid. That was a stupid scene. Where's my cell phone? Well, Mom, your cell phone's black and snow is white.
One thing we talked about last week was that Jordan's never had a snow day growing up. And I just like to mention that I got about a foot of snow outside right now, and the whole city's shut down. So guess what I'm about to do right after this?
Watch Snow Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. Yeah, no, I can't wait to get out there.
Nice.
You mad?
Hell yeah.
You gonna dig a whale somewhere?
I'm gonna dig a whale, find the girl of my dreams.
In a span of 30 minutes. He dug a whale.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to shovel your driveway?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a popcorn. I'll kick us off with what we were watching this week. I got to the theaters. I saw Hamnet. And I get it why Chloe Zhao is probably going to win Best Director this year.
Okay.
And if you know me, you know that this isn't really my style. I'm not a big, well, I like all movies, to be clear. Like, I'm going to give every movie a chance. However, I'm not typically going to be pulled in. And for the
Super
first
drama.
act and a half, I was like, okay, yeah, it's boring. It's a real slow play. Paul Mescal, I know everybody's saying he got snubbed. He wasn't good, man. Like, he wasn't good. Like, he was fine. He was adequate in playing William Shakespeare. He was
Hmm.
adequate. But it was such a subdued performance, and I don't know if that's what Chloe wanted from him. But I was like, he doesn't really have a moment that would be like, that's his Oscar moment, if that makes sense, right? To me, the entire film, he is playing a character, and I know he's playing a character. I'm never taken out of that. And because of that, I'm not upset with him not getting nominated for Best Actor. However, Jessie Buckley, who plays Agnes Shakespeare, so his wife, is going to win Best Actress. And if Teyana Taylor wins it over Jessie Buckley, we riot. Okay? We riot, we riot, we riot. I might have my stuff mixed up because it might be Teyana Taylor's up for Best Supporting Actress. So let me just check my facts there. But Teyana Taylor is up for Best Supporting Actress. However, Jessie Buckley plays this character so perfectly. Okay, so one of my other favorite movies, Sentimental Value, Resensive was the one that's competing for this. She's not going to win. Rose Byron, of course, if you watch the Golden Globes, won a Best Actress award for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Powerful performance. Remember, I did not recommend that movie to moms. I was like, do not watch this if you're a mom. But Jessie Buckley is great, and she's a forest witch. She's a wife. She's a mother. She's a healer. She's
She's a
obviously a
bitch.
something from the
She's a
community, right?
lover. She's a child.
But we're talking like early England. So of course, all these things are rumors about somebody that has a hawk that lands on her arm and likes walking in the forest, right? Must be a
Yeah,
witch. Who
she's a
likes walking in
witch.
the forest? Weirdos. Who doesn't like
Weirdo.
London? Weirdos. However, her Oscar moment, she has several in this film, but towards the end, we get why Hamnet leads to the writing of the play Hamlet, and why these two things are actually synonymous, why the
Oh,
name Hamnet is the name Hamlet. It explains
okay.
it in a quote at the very beginning of the movie. So you kind of, hey, this is what is actually happening here. This is how we got to Hamlet.
Cool.
And that's nice of them to put there. However, she has a scene, and I don't know how a parent can handle the death of a child at any era, right? At any era, any point throughout time, it doesn't matter. It's got to be one of the toughest things ever. And then she sees her little boy on stage portrayed as Hamlet, and she doesn't know what her husband does because she doesn't like going to London. She doesn't know that he's like William Shakespeare, like this amazing. She knows he's successful and he's doing well. And for the first time, she goes to London once Hamnet dies and sees the play Hamlet, and is rightfully so kind of losing. Like, don't you say his name? That's my son. How dare you? Who the hell are you? And people like, shh, like it's a theater, right? And the scene goes on maybe 15, 20 minutes, and she's in every moment with so few words, just facial acting,
Hmm.
movement, and yearning for something that she has lost, that it sucks you in and almost pulls the tears from your eyes as you're watching this mother mourn her son in real
Wow.
time, as she is living the portrayal of him as a hero, which was one of the final things she heard him say, that he was a hero. Because of course he is, and I was like, she's winning. That's it. Buckley's winning the Oscar. Like that, you got me. You won me over. The third act is phenomenal. Of course, we have the iconic "To Be or Not to Be." However, the way that Paul Mescal delivered it was just, it wasn't there. It was too subdued. It wasn't powerful. It wasn't a moment. how I'm just going to say this really quick. Beautiful score that does its job in engaging the audience, helping them feel each moment with its placement, moving subtly with the actors, allowing them room to breathe between each impactful moment. So I also just truly, you can hear by that note, loved the score and I loved the placement of it. Chloe Zhao's editing in the film is phenomenal. Her choices that she made were great. She's sorry, Ryan Coogler fans, she's gonna win Best Director if it's not PTA, right? PTA could win for One Battle After Another. I know he's the front runner, but Chloe Zhao won the Golden Globe. She's got a lot of momentum right now. The film is a good film, so I just don't see PTA. Man, it sucks. I think he's going to get passed on again because One Battle After Another was such a good movie. He's like this. He's the new Scorsese, I think, because I really do think Chloe Zhao, it's 51% to 49%, in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
yeah, let Coogler win everything else.
I
Popcorn and
would, despite that high rating, I don't think I would ever watch this movie. It's not my thing. It's really not my thing. Really, really.
You don't do period pieces at all. Nothing like that.
He's a history teacher.
Yeah, I do.
So what the
it depends. It depends, but I don't do Shakespeare.
He's not an
really?
English teacher.
I don't do Shakespearean. I don't do it.
Well, that's really silly. Gotta be smart, I guess.
I do modern
it.
adaptations, kind of course, because everything is Shakespearean, right?
Yeah. I get it.
But no, I don't do Shakespeare period pieces. No.
That's cool.
Yeah. No. And like I said, the first act and a half it's a slow burn, and it's a lot. You're kind of like, it's a lot of storytelling, a lot of background. So it's when they get to the meat, though, man, she crushed it.
Ooh.
Like when they get to
Crush
it,
that meat.
Chloe's in it. It's like she's in her pocket when they get to the meat of it. So congratulations, Josh. What were you watching?
I watched the newest Naked Gun, catching up with you guys, with Liam Neeson's and Pamela Anderson's. And tell you what, this it's a worthy sequel. It's
Suck it, Jordan.
It's. I mean, they really. I feel like they nailed the Naked Gun tone, like the jokies, the stupid stuff, the fourth wall breaks for no reason, over and over. The running joke with the coffee. There's so much. I was laughing often, and Pam Anderson did good. Bad guys did good. The plot was great.
The Diddy joke.
Oh, that was something. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I give it a popcorn and 1. As far as Naked Gun movies go, it's right in line, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it too, man. I don't know what Jordan was thinking. Like, you're
I
a
liked,
slapstick guy, man.
I know.
When the bad guy and
too stupid.
When the good guy and the bad guy meet for the first time in the same room, and they just talk about how much they love the Black Eyed Peas. All right.
No, even the subtle humor when they're all bowing and crying at their fathers, and then they get to the black guy and he goes, "No." It's just too good, man. I'm sorry, Jordan. It was a funny movie.
I mean, it was well written.
It was crispy.
It's what happens when you mash 10 million dad jokes together. The ectoplasm is this movie. It's like the ultimate dad joke.
Yeah.
That is fair. I got to the theaters, guys, and I watched another new release. I watched The Testament of Anne Lee.
Oh.
Also, the woman clothed by the sun. Movie takes place, and it's really taking place during the time when English were migrating to America, and it's the story of the woman that she didn't start shaking Quakerism, but she became its symbol. Here's where it's weird, though. All right, the whole thing was celibacy. Like the whole theme is celibacy. We're spreading a religion based on you can't touch women, you can't touch men. And I started to think to myself, was she our first documented asexual? Because does say she did not like that action at a very young age, seeing her mother be railed by her dad. And sorry, I used the word railed, but like I couldn't think of a better way to phrase seeing her mother and father fornicate. Anyway, it was the action of the father that disgusted her. By the way, it wasn't. That's why I said it like I did. And I started thinking, I was like, man, she may have been our world's first documented asexual. And then I started thinking, at its peak in like whatever year it says it's maybe the 1800s or late 1700s, it had 6,000 people like at its most popular were a part of this religion. And I kept thinking, like, but how do you grow a religion where you can't have kids? Like
You can't have
you can't
kids?
have sex, so you can't have sex.
Ever?
Celibacy, complete celibacy, otherwise you are removed from the religion.
Oh, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a musical, and there's a lot of songs, but it's not.
It was a hell of a conversation transition.
Yeah.
No fucking. It is a musical.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It isn't too heavy-handed with that aspect of the film, and the songs are not unpleasant to listen to. It's not like "Do not touch her." It's more like it's more like praise him because he'll show you where the real treasure is because it's not under her skirt. Is kind of the songs.
Okay.
Have you heard of soaking? Is this allowed?
Is
No,
this
you
allowed?
can't even do that, Jordan. Literally, no intimate touching at all. So not even that, like none. Like one of the leaders of it in the film bans his own son, like kicks his own son, like they just disappear. Her husband, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything, like literally is like, yo, I'm not doing this anymore. It's been 6 years. Like either you sleep with me or I'm gonna go sleep with this prostitute. Like and ends their marriage that way and leaves it. It's very interesting the way that they weave this tapestry of events that have occurred, and it's based on a real story. And also it's interesting how they weave in revolution era America into this fold, because they were hidden away from a lot of what was going on with the revolution until she is hauled away by the United States Army and tried as a traitor to the United States fight for independence.
Yeah.
Because she was not promoting violence. She was anti-violence. She was no violence, no slavery, none of that. So she was against what they felt was the ideals of the United States at the time. It's a popcorn in one movie. I see why it wasn't nominated. I see why. It's a note off in a lot of places. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Her acting is fine, but the film is just a note off. Did it have to be a musical? No. Could it have been a good story? Yes. It wants to be too many things. It's narrated, it's acted, it's musicaled. it's a lot, and it's just a note off every step of the way. Yeah. So popcorn in one for The Testament of Anne Lee. Jordan, what were you watching?
Oh man, I watched Percy Jackson season
Me
2.
too.
Percy Jackson the Olympian season 2 on Disney Plus. It just recently had its finale dropped, so I got into that one, binged it, and it's more fun, it takes after the Sea of Monsters book, right? I believe that's how the formula of this show is, that every season is a different book. I read the first book. I never read anything beyond that. So I don't know like the accuracy or what it left off or how to base it off of that. But just my watch, it's kids having fun doing action, the characters, man, they're annoying, right? It's Disney Channel writing crap.
Every
It's
single
like
one.
characters that make you go, don't you watch TV, kid? Fake kid in this actor world, like make a decision and stick with it. I don't like this in life or death moments. adults, kids, whatever, like a character that's just like, I made the wrong decision halfway through and try to like recorrect. No, doesn't work, right?
No.
Hate that. Yeah. This is basically Homer and the Iliad. This one Disneyfied, right? There is not a lot of originality in this. I mean, of course, it's all based on
Well, it's not
gods and all
original
that,
at
which
all.
has like been done. But yeah,
It's not original at all because it's the exact same as the second movie, just broken down into 8 hours.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's following a book, right? And but just I'm saying, even like the source material, the book, like it's basically just like, oh, what do we remember from Homer's The Iliad? We read that, right? And let's do this. It's the same monsters. They try the same solutions to the puzzles.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's very kind of lazy, but it's fun. Exactly. This is the word I just keep using, right? Intense battle, right? Like ancient style battle. We got swords and shields and bows and arrows, and people are getting hit and sliced. No blood, no gore. Very Disneyfied, right? But I was like, told my wife, I'm like, yeah, these kids are like really decapitating each other and chopping each other's limbs off. They're just not showing it, right?
Wow.
So, I mean, look, I want more of this. I want to see where this story goes. It's just, it's all in my wheelhouse, right? Totally. But am I angry that like, oh yeah, this is so cheesy and goofy and Disney? Yes, but I don't care. I want more. I'm gonna watch more.
Yeah.
The actors do a fine job. Okay. So this is a popcorn one. You know.
This is a popcorn.
Yeah.
The actors do not do a good job. Not even the adult actors, and I really like some of the adult actors, including Pimento from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So
Pimento?
I don't know. I don't know the actor's name. He's the voice in Invincible of the guy the shooter guy. Fire shooter guy.
Fire shooter guy.
Thanks for all your help, Josh. You're the guy that reads the comic book.
Oh, I know you're
the
talking
guy
about.
that sleeps with all the women.
Yeah.
His voice, anyway.
Explode.
Oh yeah. Yeah. God, I know that guy and I love that guy. Mantzoukas, Jason Mantzoukas.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, he's even phoning it in this.
Yeah,
He also has a movie podcast called How Did This Get Made?
So
okay, you
really
got a point.
quick,
Acting was not
this is a really long show today. More of the same from season 1 still doesn't do anything better than the movies. I mean, they go for a big battle scene, but at the end of the day, it is not enough to set it apart. And the answer is no. They continue to have bad writing in a sense that all they're doing is copying much of the movies and redoing what the movies did in terms of how the books were written. Granted, it's a story, but at the same time, some liberties must be taken in order to create a new thing. Instead of being a carbon copy with just a few different scenes and not including anything innovative or exciting, this is a popcorn. Stop rewarding lazy. I have to watch it because I review these things. Okay, I don't like rewarding you assholes that aren't putting in work. I want good writers to get rewarded. All right, stop being lazy and being like, let's just do exactly what was in the movies. Like I don't. It's no wonder subscriptions are getting canceled at an exorbitant amount. You're not doing anything new. You're not doing anything original. I can't wait for Wonder Man. Speaking of all this stuff, because it looks original and cool, and I'm not getting rid of my Disney Plus.
Yeah, Wonder Man.
I'm very excited about it.
I saw a preview trailer of Masters of the Universe during UFC last night. Woo, that looks
good. Good.
Goofy.
All right,
goofy, but
really
cool.
quick. I also I just want to give a shout out. We received a screener from the folks that created ZombieCon Volume 1. And thank you so much. I got a direct screener from actress Erin Anye, who stars in this as Claire. And I want to make sure I say thank you, please. I love your art films and I love your passion. And please send us any screeners that you want. We will review them. We're good. Our audience may be modest and meager, but they're a good audience and they'll look you up and hopefully they follow you on Instagram. ZombieCon Volume 1 does have an Instagram. I will tell you this. I'm going to rate this for what it was. I'm not going to rate it against a film like Hamnet. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you.
It's no Shakespeare.
You can tell that she's also a co-writer, by the way. Erin is also a co-writer of this. So I'm going to let you know this. If you're a fan of things like Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, Dawn of the Dead, Cloverfield, and you want to see it kind of in a college-y, more funny, but we're taking ourselves a little too serious kind of way, this is it. And you can get to the grassroots of filmmaking. Every effect is practical. You see, there's not a ton of makeup, right? It is based on a group of teenager slash college age people that enter Comic-Cons as like a Comic-Con troupe. And it evolves into a film about what it takes to overcome the undying urge to be an asshole that exists within this earth. All right.
I like it.
Yeah, and it pounds that point home, and it even does like it uses one of the main characters, Rocket, to display like, look, this is a good person, and he's got a good family, and everybody's so mean to him that you could tell like it would be just so easy for him to completely transform into a complete asshole, and he doesn't. And they display this through this zombie apocalypse created by one of the other characters, and I'm not going to spoil it because hey, folks at ZombieCon, you're getting 2 weeks for popcorn and beers. Go ahead, Jordan.
Is Rocket a raccoon?
Rocket is not a raccoon. However, there is a Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy call. So they do some stuff with Rocket the raccoon. Okay. The characters are exaggerated. Sometimes they take things a little too seriously. If I could give a note moving forward, if there's a ZombieCon Volume 2, we're absolutely willing to watch it here at Popcorn and Beers. What I will tell you is lean into the funny a little bit. Don't be so serious with the acting. This is not, we're not going for an Oscar here. This is a fun movie. I think kids are going to love a film like this that are just getting into the zombie genre. I think that it is every kid's dream to fight a zombie apocalypse and save their family and eliminate the world's assholes in the process of this, right? So we're going to give ZombieCon Volume 1 a popcorn and 1 for what it is. Thank you, Erin, for sending that over to us. We're very grateful, and we eagerly await Josh and Jordan's review next week.
Promise.
Popcorn and 1.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jordan.
All right. I watched on Netflix new stand-up special Marcelo Hernandez, American Boy. That is the Cuban actor that is on Saturday Night Live, who just like takes over sketches.
Yeah.
Right. He's their guy right now. Right. He's obnoxious, and he's obnoxious on SNL. You could tell. You know what I mean? Like that's his personality. That's his shtick.
Yeah.
Right. Too much energy, obnoxious guy.
A lot.
He's very unpolished as far as his stand-up goes. Okay. You could tell
the first 15 minutes or so was rough, Jordan.
Yeah, this is definitely, and he kind of settles down, right? He settles into a little bit of a pocket, a groove, and it gets okay. It gets watchable.
Okay.
Like, okay. I think this is a formula that SNL does. I believe they help some of their people get into some of these avenues so that they can build them up and all that. I see this guy having like a future, like being an actor and in some things and a lot, right? He's charming. He's very, very super charming and likable. He has some good lines. He has a few really good funny moments. He's talking about ADHD, right? And he's like, I go to school and some of the white kids whose moms allowed them to have ADHD, my mom didn't let me have ADHD, you know? Just be like, and I wanted to get on the pills so bad because I was like, what do these pills do? Because I had a friend and he'd be like, oh, it's no pill Thursday. And he'd have this look on his face like, you know? It's like,
and then what does he say? Keep going.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's hilarious though. He has moments like this. I think it's worth a watch. It was fun. It's very cultural.
Cool.
He's talking about at family parties, you have to dance. And, sometimes you got the aunt that's going through a divorce and you got to get nasty dance with her. And it's just like, it's a lie. It's funny. So I give him a popcorn and one. I'm going to give it to him.
One.
Yeah.
A popcorn and one. Sounds like
popcorn.
Yeah, Jordan, I would agree with you. But the white kids joke when Latinos discover white kids for the first time joke, I actually really enjoyed that joke, and I find that to be true. That was Josh's experience as someone that was your Eminem kid experiencing the emo rock kids parties for the first time. You didn't like it. You didn't like it.
Yeah.
Why do they smell like that?
Why can't we put on some Lil Wayne?
And skinny
Where's
kids.
Lil Wayne at?
Right? It's white kids and skinny kids, right? That's his two things he bags on a bit.
Yeah, some of the jokes were rough, I will say that, but I would say popcorn and one. Like it had some moments. I'm gonna rapid fire a couple reviews, and I'm gonna get to Jordan's final review as well. So, 2 whodunits available on Netflix. The first one, a British series called Runaway. Episode 7's climactic scene was a bit hilarious when we lose the 2 coolest characters in the whole show. Now, is a story about how a cult can be insidious within lives of many on accident, how it can find its way into families and destroy families just simply through existing, not even having every family member become a member of the cult. All the coolest characters get killed. So if you like a character, that character's dying. I'm sorry to tell you this. Like that character's going to die. It happened throughout. The story is cute. It's a little silly at times, but it throws enough into it where you're just like, wow, there's a lot going on here that I have to pay attention to throughout this. So it does kind of keep you off your cell phone. We go from things like gang violence to drug addiction to runaways, right? It's called Runaway, to rehab, to adoption, to orphans, to orphanages, to foster home. Like there's so much in this, to PIs and, second families. There's a lot that gets thrown into this show. In reality, we just want to know where Paige went. Where's that?
Nothing. I don't know.
Where
why I did
is
that.
Paige? That's a little joke from Marcelo's stand-up.
Yeah.
Where is Paige? Do we ever find Paige again after episode 1? Well, I'll leave that to the audience to view. What I will tell you is the show does eliminate one of my favorite actresses, and it always brings me back to Good Will Hunting's, I believe, casting director saying no one would ever bleep her and not wanting to cast Miss Minnie Driver, who is gorgeous, fun, and just one of the cutest actresses on television still to this day.
Ever.
I'm going to give Runaway a popcorn and 1. Another popcorn and 1, His and Hers, starring John Barenthal and Tessa Thompson. Jordan's going to say he guessed who the killer was right away. I'm just going to ruin this immediately. He's going to be like, I know who it was the whole time. After the first episode, I want Jordan to have to write that down. And I want a picture sent to our Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. When you watch the first episode, you got to write down.
I bet you I know what I can guess. Exactly what Bernthal sounds like.
Yeah, yes. You can. He is America's Tom Hardy. I've said it before.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah, is that where we're going with this? Is that where we're going with this? I will say this. Significantly more sexual content than I thought was going to be in the show. Like left and right, front and center, pegging. There's pegging in this.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of things going on in this show.
The agenda's coming for you.
Yeah, that's
There's
Netflix. That
rough
Hunting
scenes to
Wives, they
watch,
did
by
that
the
too.
way, interpreted through multiple lenses. His and Hers is a 6-episode ride with some great actors that ends, unfortunately, in a very silly way. And I didn't appreciate the way they chose to end it. I think that some of the actors just honed it in episode 5. Like, it was just so much like, oh my God, it's so cornball. Like, why are these actors just, I don't know what they're doing. Are they tired of filming? Do they not like each other? It feels so lazy and over the top and just get me out of here in episode 5. So because of episode 5, I'm going to go ahead and give this a popcorn 1 for His and Hers, available on Netflix. Jordan, what were you watching?
Yeah, last thing I watched Becky. This
Okay.
is
Good, man.
a artsy-ish, horror thriller, whatever. I don't know what this was. Kevin James is a neo-Nazi escaped from prison with a band of other neo-Nazis. And they escape and they take a family hostage in a cabin somewhere, and they're trying to get their hands on some key that they don't explain at all. And you enter Lulu Wilson, right? The girl from every scary movie. She's from The Conjuring. She's from like every scary movie. And she is Becky. And she is angry. She is a very angry and not, doesn't play by the rules, not even her own type of character. And she wants to save her.
I don't play by no rules.
Yeah, she's out to save her family, and she basically like Home Alone, diehards these Nazis in very, very vicious ways. It's gory. It's a gory revenge movie. Joel McHale is the dad. Okay. Kevin James. Kevin James is not good in this. He has a lot of very unnecessary, stupid monologues. This whole movie is pretty unnecessary and stupid. It's a popcorn.
It's
Yeah.
a popcorn.
Don't watch it.
So,
Dang.
guys, I got one final movie that I've got to review. Sorry, Josh. I know you're tired of me doing this. Avengers Infinity War, the latest in my saga of watching all of the Marvel movies over again until we get to Doomsday. I'm on my way. Every 5 billion out of the 7 billion people on this earth have seen Avengers Infinity War, I'm sure. Right? I think that's close to a fair estimate.
Yeah.
And what I will say is one note, and let me see if you guys agree with me. Enough of Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. Can we please just have back? Can we please just have back? Please. I'm just gonna beg essentially for
Rage
Edward
Hulk.
Norton's Hulk. Can I please have Edward Norton's Hulk? That was like the best Hulk. And you took him away from me because Edward Norton's an asshole. And I don't care. Make a sacrifice, because that Hulk, you brought back the Abomination from that for She-Hulk, right? You brought back him. Why can't I have a cool Hulk? Why does my Hulk have to suck so bad? Like, I don't like it. Hulk should not get his ass kicked relentlessly in every film.
Well, number one is
Popcorn and 3.
Hulk smash. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just keep that in mind. But I'm with you. Yeah.
What scene is it? I'm like laughing just thinking about it, where they're like, he's like fake pretending to like smash stuff. He's like,
Yeah. It's an end game. He just just smashes a car trunk. Yeah. See, that's I have a problem with that, because my favorite Hulk from the comics is in the mid '90s when Hulk was Smart Hulk. So that's the Ruffalo Hulk, but the Smart Hulk in the comics still kicked ass. He was just smart. I didn't like it how they went all the way smart guy. Like, now I don't want to fight things. Like, no, look at you. Do fight thing stuff.
Do fight things stuff. I like that. Just like put up a better fight against Thanos, like he doesn't get any angrier. He just gets his ass whooped.
Yeah.
And I hate that so much, because it's such bullshit if you know what the Hulk is actually capable of from reading the comic books. And
it sucks.
It sucks. It sucks so bad.
It sucks.
And I hate it.
Yeah. I'm about to Amazon some Hulk hands for adults.
Yeah, it's like the Worf trope, security officer Worf from Star Trek. If you look back at all the times he fights throughout the show, Worf always gets his ass kicked. Even though he's supposed to be the big strong guy, like he's the super warrior guy, they always just use him as a way of showing you how bad the bad guy is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, no, let Worf hit somebody in the face sometimes.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Please let Spider-Man go full Spider-Man at some point. Anyway, guys, I know we've come so far and now it's time for so long, but we'll sing just one more song with our next butter on top. It's looking like it's going to be Send Help. Sam Raimi's Send Help.
Okay.
Now, this is funny because obviously I saw a film starring Amanda Seyfried, and I always ask myself whenever I see like Rachel McAdams or Amanda Seyfried, like which one of the Mean Girls ended up having the best career? You know, like I think Amanda Seyfried's winning the race.
Yeah.
I think Amanda Seyfried is getting more awards for sure. McAdams has had more work.
No, man, I don't think so.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Either. It's pretty.
Seyfried is a better actor.
Seyfried has like 2 Hulu shows, a Peacock show,
3
movies this year.
Yeah, she's Mamma Mia.
Yeah, she's been big, and she can sing, sing. Like she got them vocals. Josh, does your Drunk Classic have any vocals?
No singing songs, but it is animated.
Okay.
It's one of the greats, and if you haven't seen it, I'm quitting the show. It's one of the greats. It got me thinking about it on the conversation of near perfect films. I'm not sure, maybe, but it is a popcorn of 3. It's The Iron Giant.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have never seen it.
What?
Sure?
I quit the show.
I've never seen it. It's on my list.
You may have seen it when you were a really little kid, man. This movie came out in like This might be one that you got sat down with Ariel and watched in like a playroom.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, well, I can't wait for you to watch this movie. It's so good. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I had the little Iron Giant action figure when I was a kid. All right. Like, I love it. And I love you guys. Thank you for tolerating me. As always, we will see you at the theater. Hopefully they don't have to send help for your popcorn, but we got the beers. We'll see you next week.